Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers, the high level one, from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match. And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight.
He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner.
This man is a freestyle fighter, making his professional debut here tonight.
He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, the Destroyer.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. Seems to be a situation in which he wants to do everything in his power to keep this fight on the feet. He'd appear to have a lot of advantages at distance. We'll see if he can get it done tonight.
Yes, he has all the advantages because we don't see many specialists anymore in the UFC. Guys can generally do everything, but this guy is a jiu-jitsu player. He wants to get the fight to the ground and start to weave his web of traps to try and find a submission. This striker needs to maintain his space. He needs to make sure he is not on the ground. Avoid it at all costs.
And there comes the separation now. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
That's a big strike right there. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
He blocks the punch. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. And they separate.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
And they separate. Oh, strong uppercut for him there. That'll get his attention. Lands a glancing right hand upstairs. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, single collar tie here.
He is throwing his entire hip into these body shots. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Nice punch land.
Oh, man, don't be afraid to raise the guard as another head kick lands. One more here, DC, and we could be having a referee coming in waving his arm.
Waving it off. It could be over in an instant if you do not block head kicks. What a phenomenal job by the offensive fighter, setting it up, and you're throwing that head kick over the top. Nice job setting it up. Good job landing. Great offense. Big kick lands.
It's the elbow there.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Oh, big elbow.
Both guys really throwing with authority. Over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he got him hurt very badly.
5 minutes in the books.
Listen up. You've been here before, all right? That was nothing. You're going to go out there, just stay on the outside, and take your...
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Oh, beautiful head movement. Slips there. Got the single collar tie.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Big knee to the body. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC.
Powerful leg kick lands. Look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Single collar tie now. Knee to the body. Blocked.
He loaded up in that right hand, too.
Ooh, found a home for that knee. And now he's got the tie clinch. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Muay Thai plump. Oh, collar tie. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Oh, crisp boxing here. The right punch followed immediately up by a left. All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagements from this 50-50 position?
All right, single collar tie now.
Good punch lands.
Immediately gets the underhook.
He lands a big knee to the body. As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him.
Looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, huge block. Oh, that couldn't have felt good as he lands the knee to the body. He's a tall fighter and is going to have the size advantage against most opposition in this division.
I mean, he's cutting him down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
kick lands, he's hurt.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again. Big shot, man.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Continues to mix.
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. He got him. Nice kick. Clinch.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Big body kick.
Oh, he might be out.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. All right, he engages in a single collar tie.
Good right hand. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Big punch from the clinch.
And they separate. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Knee coming to the body, it's blocked. Oh, nice slip there. Great head movement overall by this guy defensively tonight.
He does a great job of moving his head side to side and really mixing up the motion at which he moves.
We're not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now.
Nice. Oh, clinch position. Watch the knees and the elbows.
Huge right hand!
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Close guard. Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Okay, beautiful. This one's all you, man. You knock him down, you're going to knock him down again. I want you to finish him this time. Okay, go out there.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Oh! What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Well, Most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Big head kick lands. Big knee lands to the body.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Destroyer.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.